What's up, YouTube? Welcome to More Trades. Welcome to the channel. Uh, as a title, you can see that altcoins are soaring, are pumping like crazy while Bitcoin holds down. Now, I was mentioning this target for the past, I think, weeks. You could look at my videos, my Litecoin videos, or even other videos. But my Litecoin videos, definitely I mentioned this target, the $95 range. And some people thought it couldn't get there. Very difficult to get there, but we got there. And I said, if we are able, as long as we're above the 85, we could go to the 95 easily. And that's what's happening. We reached the 95. Now, what's going to happen next is, as long as we're above the 85, I still remain that 95 and higher is possible. And we could see higher prices. Now, let me do a fib retracement just to see from our previous high before the drop, before our new low. So we take it from up here to the bottom. You will notice that we are very close to the gold, the 0.618 at 98.45. So that's the zone I'll be watching for Litecoin. Short term, 98, if it can continue higher. Over here, it seemed like it wouldn't, but I had faith. I said that we would get higher prices in Litecoin. Yeah, 98, possibly. Before we get to the 98, I believe we could come to this zone where we would get a possible reaction. This is just a naked point of control, basically a point of control that hasn't been tested yet. So just be aware of that, 98, but 97 before that, obviously, to watch for a reaction. Now going in the 4 hourly, sorry, and we look at this. This mess that we have over here, it clearly looks like Litecoin. Let's look at this. We could say that we had a one wave up, and a possibly, this was a one, this is a very messy, like a, yeah, it looks one. It's very messy. It's even hard to read. A one wave up, a two, then the three comes below. That's not possible. But you could say it's somewhat some kind of a three wave move up so far. And in this third wave, we had a 1, 2, another 1, 2, a 3, 4 and a 5, or 4 and a 5, completed wave 3. I'm having difficulty reading this. Yeah, it's very choppy. And if I say I had a 1, 2, and here another 1, 2, then this was my third wave. My third wave had 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was the fifth. And then after we completed the third wave, we came down for a bigger fourth, which came close to the zone of the previous fourth, into the zone. And this was our fifth wave up, and our fifth wave up looks like it possibly had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. This could be completed, but it all depends on what the market wants to do. So we could say, okay, the length of wave 1, this was our 1, to the bottom of wave 4 would give us our fifth wave, but the wave 4, the wave 4 is here. This is wave 4. Yeah. So you can see we came up to the 1.272 fib extension. 95.80. We got a rejection there. Another zone I would be looking at is a 99. So we have a wide zone, 97, where we have naked point of control at 97. And at 99, we have the 1.618 fib extension for the wave 5. And at 98, we have the golden pocket, the 90.618, 98.618 retracement of the previous high that we had before the new low. So those zones I'll be watching for 97, 98, 99. But in my opinion, I believe Litecoin can go higher. However, I did enter a short just because I had hit my zone and I saw a small reaction. Obviously, that is not holding well because we are still pushing higher on the 4-hourly. On the hourly, same thing. And if we look at the stochastic RSI, we could see in the stochastic that are we overbought? On the 1 hourly, we may have some room to go to the downside, but we are curling up. We're trying to cross over bullishly. On the 4 hourly, you could see that we are overbought. We are definitely in the overbought region. Every time we get here, we usually pull down. Over here, we got here. It doesn't have to be a big pullback, but we got this pullback from 72 down to 65. A nice pullback. Sometimes we get bigger ones. So we are in the overbought zone. I would expect some sort of a pullback. On the daily, we have much room to go to the upside. You can see how it's pointing upwards aggressively. And if I remove that and I go to look at other indicators such as the MACD, our MACD on the daily is crossed up because Litecoin was holding for a long time while everything else was pumping and acting crazy. Litecoin was just stuck here. Other alts were going bananas. 4-hourly MACD is sharply pointing upwards. I can't see weakness yet on the 1 hourly. 15-minute, we are reaching that oversold zone. We're getting lighter candles on our MACD. We might have a curl or curve to the upside. So Litecoin is essentially above resistance. You are above resistance. That means you are changing the resistance into support. Your resistance has become your new support now. As long as you're holding the 95, then you can see 97, 98, and 99 not so far away. So I think for Litecoin, those zones are possible. But even though those zones are possible, for the day, we had a big move. This is not a small move. You see, we were holding it for a while. So we had a 8% move from Litecoin. Litecoin is not one of those low cap altcoins that can do 50-60% a day. I'm not saying it will never do that, but I don't think so. It is that kind of coin. We could go further up. So just be aware of Litecoin. We still have potential to the upside, but we have made an 8% move for the day. Now let's go to another coin I like to look at is Hook. Recently, I've been trying to exploit Hook shorts, and I've made some gains. It was nice. 100% trades, 30% trades. I made several trades, maybe 2 or 3 actually. And today Hook is looking strong. Though we got our sell signal over here to short, but it's on the lower time frame. Hook is looking strong, but it is in somewhat. I was expecting this to be like a head and shoulders, and we're gonna break to the downside, possibly to the 2.7 range. But at the moment, we are holding it. And we are in some sort of, we had this move up. Now this is, if we say this is our correction ABC, and here we had the same weird pattern that we saw on Litecoin, the square pattern A, B, and a C possibly for wave B. So we had our wave A, our wave B, and I would expect a wave C possibly to break lower. That is possible. But yeah, that's Hook. I have targets for Hook. 2.7 is a measured move if we break from this head and shoulders. 2.733. Today is Sunday, so I don't expect anything on news plays, but we are gonna have on Thursday, I believe we have some important news, or is it Wednesday? Let's look at calendar. Twenty-ninth of January, 30th, sorry, 31st. We'll have the GDP, we have the consumer confidence coming in on Tuesday. Wednesday will be an important day, I believe. Something about the FOMC, the Fed. Wednesday, February 1st. Yeah, Wednesday, February 1st. We'll have the FOMC statement and federal funds rate. Are they gonna just increase 25% as forecasted? 25 basis point, or are they going to go for the 50? Projected is 25. Let's see what happens. That will be a very volatile day. So keep Wednesday on your calendar. So that's for hook. 2.733 is my next zone. We could be forming, you could call it a pennant, but I'm not liking it. Now going back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been making some moves today, and we are trying to sort of break out of this range. We are above it on the 15-minute, but that's not significant. On the hourly, we are just wicking it. So yeah, this range is a range that we've been in since 20th of January. So just keep that in mind. We haven't broken out. We've broken out and only to come back. We haven't broken out and hold and continue higher. Next target for Bitcoin for me is this zone, 24.4, and final is 25.2. So those two targets to the upside, 24.4, 25.2 is short term. We could see that very soon before the FOMC meeting, because the markets price in what's going to happen. So the markets could react now for a positive Fed funds rate. We might have a run up pre-FOMC and then react later on. But yeah, 24.4 and 25.2 is my next target. But am I going to FOMO long over here? If you're not in a long, I won't enter here. I would enter maybe if we come down to the 21.6, 21.7 zone. That will be a support. And show me, Bitcoin has to show me that it's holding that zone, then continue higher. So if we come down to the 21.6, 21.7, and Bitcoin holds. If Bitcoin can come down to the 21.6 and 21.7 and hold, then I would believe that we do have a chance to go up. 21.6, around that zone, the 21.1, we don't really have any EMAs, but we have our 200 coming. So 8, 13, and 21 EMAs have crossed the 50 and now are crossing the 200. But are starting to curl. So just be aware of that. We haven't done much in the past. Since the 21st of January, we're just in this range. Between the 20,230, I believe, 22,300 and the 23,380, 400. So we've been in this range. We're stuck in this range for a while. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is kind of moving better than Bitcoin. More or less the same. They are recovering that push down that we had. And Ethereum is sort of, this is what I can see for Ethereum. It is in some kind of a triangle over here, or a pennant, as you want to call it. And for a triangle to be valid, or this is a triangle should preferably be visible in your RSI. Do you see a triangle in your RSI? Not a perfect triangle. So I wouldn't say it's more of a triangle. Maybe it's more of a bull flag. We could be in a bull flag, like if you put it here. Yeah. Or falling channel. Either way, it's a bullish pattern. If we can break above it, Ethereum break above 1624 and hold, then it's possible to even go to the upside, even further targets. Now, what targets can I expect for Ethereum? I'll just take a trend-based fib and take it from up there to down to up here to down there. We've reached the 1.618, so that's a good extension if this is a three-wave move up. But who knows? It could be a three-wave, a corrective move up, followed by another corrective down, and then we start rallying, or it can be a beginning of something, as you can see. I'll show you something else. I'll get rid of these lines. We have, it could be the beginning of something. I mean, it doesn't have to be an ABC and it's over. It could be the beginning of a five-wave move up. Now, Ethereum, we had a 1-2. Now we take that and bring it down here. This move up from Ethereum isn't so bullish because it's a three-wave move. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we had a 4 and a 5. It's a five-wave move, so that's nice. And then we had 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so we had a 1, 2. Our third wave target for the third wave was here, 1.618. So we could say, if we say our third wave ended here, and then we had a fourth, our fourth would be here. Our fifth wave target would have been here, but we really exceeded that. When you really exceed or overstretch something, you need to be aware that it's not following technical, so it's worrisome. You need to be concerned about it. We have a 1, 2, and this is a very long wave up with maybe several 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You complete that wave 3, and then 4 and 5. You complete the other wave 3. There's many 4 and 5. You could still have another 4 and 5. You still can have another 4 and 5. It's very confusing because you have each wave divides into 5 waves. So it's very confusing to count, micro counting. And even if you take it up to here, the wave 4 was here, then you have the 1.618 has been hit and you got a reaction there. And this move down from Ethereum, is it volume supported? We could say somewhat on this move down. You can see that on the move down, you had some slight increase in volume, spike up, and then volume is dying on the move down. So this move down here could be a correction, and this is the impulse, and we're going to have another impulse. I'm just giving you different possibilities. This can be a weird head and shoulders, and we may break to the downside. If it is a head and shoulders, then your target for this breakdown could be down to close to the value area high of that bottom range, and that would be at around 1345. I've heard other people mention this target. 1370 to 1500 is the next zone for Ethereum. If you want to look for, if I was to look for shorts, then I am sort of in a resistance zone. It is a zone to consider for shorts. Over here, previously we had here, we struggled. Over here we struggled. Over here we were above it, but we broke down, and now we're struggling at the same zone. So this zone is a good zone to consider. Let's see if we have any naked points of control over here. Naked points of control, when price goes to them, you would see a reaction. There are points of control that haven't been tapped yet. We have a point of control over here, 1707. So that's a target also I could keep an eye on for Ethereum if we start pumping up. 1707. To the downside, we have a naked point of control. Again, we could come down to retest that. 1545. And I have 1720 on another chart as a target for Ethereum. It might match the 1707. Where's my chart? Where are my lines? Something isn't right over here. Okay, there you go. On this chart, I have a line over here, 1720. So 1707 is right there, the 1720, which is a previous zone of resistance. And I would expect Ethereum to react when it gets, if it gets there. Solana, on the other hand, Solana has been stuck in this range. It's been a beautiful range for scalpers. Sell at the high of the range around 25. Buy at the low of the range around 23. And wait for it to come to 25. If it gets there, again, take profit, sell again until the range is broken. You just trade it until the range is broken. So Solana has been stuck in this range, and we have a naked point of control down at 23 and a naked point of control at 25. That would be a good zone to keep an eye on for Solana. It will hit either one of them, definitely, obviously. I mean, it can't just be stuck here forever. But yeah, one of these zones will give in and one of them will react. So one of them will react, another one will be broken eventually. So this NPOC is at 26. 25.7 is a resistance level I had from before. 26 is the NPOC. So you have a $3 range over here. Very nice, could be tradable. We are in Solana, we are in an ascending wedge. We're still in it. A touch here, touch here, touch here. And over here we got a touch. We haven't broken out yet. Yeah, that's for Solana. Next zone for resistance for quant, you need to watch the 152. Is a zone of resistance, and you have this naked point of control at around 148, and over here it was an NPOC but has been hit, so I'll just take that out. All right, that's all my update on the crypto market. I'll be checking with you some other time. I will join in again and maybe post a video if I see something crazy. Yeah, I'll make sure to like and subscribe the video to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the free Discord. Link will be in the video description and in the channel description. And if you want to support this channel, there is a link down there that says buy me a coffee. It's a PayPal secure link. You could support with any amount to help keep bringing this content out. Thanks for watching. More trades. I'm out.